Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's Rachel of Gathered Plans. Yes, I am doing a second voiceover for today. I am all caught up. I can confidently say that I am caught up and it feels very good, but I also kind of feel lost. I'm at the point where I'm like, now what else can I film? Because I am all caught up. But before we do proceed, I do want to share that this beautiful kit is from Lil Bees. It's called Hot Cocoa. It's in rose gold foil. It's such a perfect, like, cozy at home winter kit. And this was just perfect for this past week. And I was recovering from being sick like earlier on in the week here. And then, it started snowing again towards the end of the week. And it was just a really chill kind of stay at home week, which feels like every week is kind of like that since I work from home and COVID, etc. But this week especially felt that way because I was still kind of recovering. Anywho, beautiful date dots. These are from Sadie Stickers or Kiss Cut. I love the bow detail above. I think it's just so dainty and clean and just very, very cute. And I am speeding up my date cover deco here. And I'm pulling in some of these garlands that were already pre-layered from Sadie Stickers. They have snowflakes on them. And I'm pulling in some like date toppers that are also from Sadie Stickers. I'm cutting them up to fit behind the colored florals, as well as pulling in other snowflake deco from Honey Inked and Sadie's stickers. So really love these. They're super cute and adorable. And I'm obsessed, by the way, with what I ended up doing with the monthly section. It's probably one of my favorites. And I naturally had to use one of my tacos from the Gathered Layers collection with my collab with Panda Bird Design. By the way, I know this is a plug, but we still have the release going on, and the release is going to be live until February 3rd. I think that's this Thursday. Yeah, February 3rd. And it goes down at midnight. So 11:59 p.m. on Thursday, February 3rd. The release is still live until then. I'm not 100% sure if Oops bags are still available, but I believe it's $1 a sheet and they're $5 for the Oops bags. And Jess's Oops bags are literally so amazing. So highly recommend. And here is the taco that I'm pulling in. So these are the garland tacos. So stunning. I talked about this in my release video that I shared, and I talked about how I could not believe we managed to add more to the tacos just because the tacos are already so detailed, intricate. A lot of elements going on already with the layered half scallops is basically the vision of them. And here we ended up putting garlands on top of them with the really beautiful like teardrop detail there. And then I'm also putting over some snowflakes from Honey Inked. These are the full snowflakes. I put it in the corner there and then just trimmed off the excess that hung over. I love that look. I think it looks really seamless and pretty. And I like to salvage the leftover, but I didn't end up liking how it looked, I guess. So I pulled in another mini half snowflake from Honey Inked and just trimmed the excess. And where that little gap is, I put a snowflake cluster from Sadie Stickers, and then I really love Lil Bees, her kits. They have these beautiful floral trims that are included, and Maria will sometimes switch up the way she like includes kits and layering pieces and boxes, and I really love that. I feel like every single kit is kind of a surprise. She sticks with like her true like foundational elements that make up the majority of her kits, but she always includes new things per kit. And I'm sure it's a fun thing to do designing wise and just kind of what's trending and what is going on at the time in the community. So I really love that she does that. I think it's really cool and fun. It's kind of like a fun feel of like you don't know what you're going to get per kit, but you still know you'll get the really the traditional basics that come with her format that are already so good. Like I love her clipboards. I'm in love with her really small frame boxes now. I struggled using them initially because they were, in my opinion, too small for like my style, and then I started using them and I really like them. I just use them to mark meetings or something like that. And since I use custom meeting scripts now, it's okay. Like I don't have to worry about writing in there, and I like that it hangs over and it still looks really good. So here I'm just putting my headers down. I really love the pattern headers. I can't talk. I really love the patterned headers. They are some of my favorite. I think they're so pretty, and when it has a little bit of confetti foiling, it's just so good. and I couldn't choose like which headers to put above the full boxes, but I elected to use the light purple ones just because I felt like there was already a lot of pink going on, and I already had a lot of other pink icons and boxes to include in the spread. So the third set of headers were pink with like the double line foil detail. So I didn't have enough of this purple colors in my collection in general, so I ended up just using those so I can spread out that color and make it kind of look a little bit more complete throughout my entire spread. So, like I was saying, I love those trims. I used one in the sidebar and I used one for all of the bottom column areas that did not have a full box there on the third row. So really pretty. And I can't talk. I guess I am going back to put the MLK sticker down for the previous week. I totally forgot to do that. I think I talked about it in one of my recent Plan With Me. So okay, I'm looking at my planner and at my screen, so I'm kind of all over the place. I do apologize. But on the sidebar, I did my normal thing where I just kind of do a really pretty monthly section. Always like to add a floral, especially with the taco there. I think that turned out really, really pretty with adding the floral. I think having some of that very saturated floral color up there was a really nice add-on. I didn't put it there initially, and then you guys saw that I was lifting the script to put the floral trim. And then I just do the usual sidebar. I love her this week, like little swatch that matches the day covers. I think it kind of incorporates that style from the day covers into the sidebar. I made a little I made a little checkbox using the snowflakes from Sadie Stickers there, and then I made another little scene down here, cutting down one of the full boxes that came with the kit. Usually, kits have a ninth full box, so typically I'll use that extra one in the sidebar. I also ended up using the extra pink that I cut from that full box as a background to another frame box you'll see later on, but I do like to salvage as much as I can whenever I am cutting up stickers. You guys see that time and time again when I cut up dots. I literally cut up dots and snowflakes. It's very tedious, but I feel like it just makes my spread extra special. And it's a lot of work, but you know I love it. So here we are. So Monday I marked drinking tea. I used the teacups from White Deer Stationery. I had one meeting. Those are the really small frame boxes I was talking about. The meeting scripts, the customs, they are from Paper Trail Plans. I took Jace on a walk. That is a custom Jace sticker. I love him so much. Thank you, Jess, for doing that for me. And I filmed and edited a plan with me. That is a really cute I don't know why I sleep on those edit icons from Crafts by Towie. I have, all three foil colors, but I always forget I have them. But basically, it's like scissors with like a film strip to indicate you're editing a video, and I love it. It's so cute and a very creative sticker. So I'm gonna try to use them more often. I do see Tay use them a lot, and every time I watch her play with these, I'm like, oh, I need to pull those out so I can remember to use them. Um, we watched Batman and had milk and cookies this night. So that was really fun and just relaxing. And then, as always, all of my dots, those are all from Honey Inked that I cut up. Some of my favorite like clusters are from from her shop because I just love the way they like fall, and there's like larger circles and smaller ones. So it's a really nice mix. And then I also was cutting up the snowflake clusters from Sadie Stickers, and I love that they're on transparent mat. So, all right. So on Tuesday, I had two meetings. Really love the way I marked meetings this week. I didn't use any icons. I just used the florals since there were so many that came with the kit. And I was trying to cover up like the floral detail on that like frame box at the top of Tuesday. And so I just used a floral to cover that, and I put florals on both sides. Um, that divider is from Dash of Sun Designs. I say this time and time again. I love that divider. It looks kind of like perfect for winter. I don't know. I just think it looks really, really pretty. And I am triple layering. So we have like three circles going on here, but technically that is a part of the Gathered Layers collection, the doily and the scallop circle. And then I put the actual scallop circle that came with the kit on top of that. I really love doing that, just like triple layering things, quadruple layering things, like just going crazy. It's really fun. The apron is from Crafts by Towie, and then the laptop came with a kit. Oh my gosh, I literally went into work like I work at home, so I walked into my office, um, but my email wasn't working and my OneDrive wasn't working, and I don't know about you if you've ever had the pleasure of contacting your IT department, but it was a whole thing. Um, And sometimes I like to like learn so I can troubleshoot my own stuff, and I don't have a problem doing that. But at some point, I'm kind of just like, can you just like, you know, remote into my computer and just fix it, please? Like I don't have time to sit here and like converse with you. And for anybody that works in IT, I don't know if you guys understand how the other person feels sometimes. This is not to throw shade, but I feel so bad because I do like having conversations with people, and I know they're probably bored or they just want to have a conversation because, whatever. And a part of the whole thing is being like customer service oriented. But listen, your girl had stuff to do. I just wanted my email to work. But what was frustrating for this was that I had someone help me, and he was like, "I have to escalate it, so it has to go to the next tier or next level." And I'm like, "Okay, cool, whatever." And then I go to like the like chat of like our IT department has like a chat. And then I went in there and I was like, "Hey, I'm just checking the status of this like ticket that was put in this morning." And this person was like, "Oh, I can fix that for you." And I was like, "Great." Like, this didn't need to be escalated. Like, this is something that whatever tier one could have done. And I was like, you just shot the other person in the foot. Like, way to throw them under the bus. So this person, thank goodness, fixed my computer for me and it was working. So that was a really long tangent about my IT problem. But here we are. Okay, I uploaded a plan with me. That cloud is from White Deer Stationery. Um, I forget what the utensils are from, but I think that was from a leftover kit. I just had it in my reusable sticker book. And so on Wednesday, I had tea, I had 3 meetings. So I did use the only clipboard that came with a kit on Wednesday since it was central to the spread. And since I only had one, I wanted that to kind of be like a focal point. So I put that there. I also used the leftover pink, like third box that I kind of cut up from the full box in the sidebar to mark that I just did my nails this day. And then we had the gathered layers behind the stickers episode with Jess, Tay, Lauren, and myself. So that was an Instagram live. It is saved on Tay's Instagram, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. She is at ShantaePlans on Instagram. And I believe if you go to the IGTV icon, it'll take you there. So I naturally had to use one of the stickers from the collection. So had to use one of the new ones from this new release, which was the doily and scallop circle with a beautiful garland detail. It's just so detailed and intricate and just feminine. It's so elegant. I love it. Okay, so also my double line dividers that I'm trimming the florals with and throughout the entire spread are all from Sadie Stickers. There was an excess of like clear sticker, so I had to trim those down. I just used my slice tool and my ruler to do that. Also, I don't know if this is really a trick. It's not really a trick. Like, okay, Rachel, you're not that great. But I use like a clear ruler so I can actually see where I'm cutting. I made a boo-boo before where I would use like my really cute, like tiny ruler that I got from Japan at the what store was it? I forget the name of the store. At the Muji store, there you go. And I was like messing up stuff I was cutting, and it was slanted, it was crooked, it was a hot mess. So having a clear ruler actually really helps because you can see what you're cutting. So, there's a little like piece of advice for me. If you want to take it, take it. Okay, what else did I do here? So oh, I wanted to talk about something. What was it? Oh, I do want to just be transparent. I wasn't a huge fan of the super thick white bordering of the florals. As you can see, there's like a difference with some of them that have like a thicker white border, and the one I just put down, or like the one where I marked 4 meetings here, you can see it's like closer to the actual floral. So I tried to utilize those that were more kiss cut because I preferred the look of them. And I just honestly, I didn't have the patience to sit there and cut up all of the extra white border with the florals. It just was too much work. So I just sucked it up and used, as many or as little as I could. But I don't know if you can see, but in the day cover on Thursday there is like a thicker white border. So I tried to find the ones that were more kiss cut and use them throughout the week. So I just want to be transparent about that. I don't know if Maria has changed it since, but that is something that like I did notice throughout using this kit, which was a bummer because I really do prefer my florals really kiss cut as much as possible. I also know it's really hard to do. So I know, us planners have like this really crazy expectation, and I know it can create a lot of oops and it's hard to do. And I don't make stickers, but this is just what I know from having friends that are sticker shop owners. So yeah. Anyways, all right. So on Thursday, I cuddled with Jace, and this was one of those mornings where he was being such a cuddle bug, and right now he is barking. So here we are. Had 4 meetings. I talked to my boss this day. on the phone. We just had to talk about some things in regards to taking the permanent position. So it was really cool to have like a one-on-one about that. And then I watched I Am Legend. I love that movie, but you guys, I'm sure, listen, it's a really old movie, so I'm not going to spoil anything, but if you're very sensitive when it comes to like any living creature dying, please don't watch it. The dog, like I was bawling my eyes out. I am such a baby when it comes to anything happening to dogs. Like, don't do it to me, okay? But at the same time, like, drop your recommendations on dog movies that are super sweet because I love them, but I struggled. I had to watch that movie in a span of 2 days because I just was like hyping myself up to the point where I knew like the dog was gonna, pass away. Sorry if that's a spoiler, but this movie is so old. Like if you haven't seen it, I don't know what to tell you. But I just, my heart, I was crying and Greg was laughing at me because he knows I'm very sensitive and I'm very like when I watch like movies that are very sentimental and just emotional, I'm a mess. Like I'm a whole mess. And he's like, "Why are you acting like this is real?" And I'm like, "Because it is." And then I was just like cuddling Jace and hugging him and crying. Oh my gosh, I'm such a baby. But you know what? I love it. I love being very sensitive. So I watched I Am Legend. I baked cookies. I didn't realize that there was an actual cookie sticker that came with the kit, so I naturally had to take off that mitten that I was using originally and use the cookies because it was perfect. But I end up using the mitt later on in the week anyway. So Friday, listened to My Favorite Murder. I had so much laundry to do. I think I did so much laundry Friday and Saturday, as you can see there. Oh, there's the mitt. Okay, so I did use the mitt to go ahead and mark that we did bake the rest of the cookies that we made. Or yeah, I don't know. I don't bake, so I'm gonna stop pretending like I know what I'm talking about. Uploaded a plan with me. I had one meeting. Thankfully, it was one meeting on Friday, which was glorious. And it started snowing on Saturday. I'm pretty sure it snowed like Friday night into Saturday, but I was asleep, so I wouldn't know. And I used the sweater that came with the kit. I do love when shops include like deco that is pertainable to stuff you do throughout the week. So it makes sense. I thought it was really perfect to use it up. I also filmed a plan with me. Taylor and I did the Instagram live for the 2021 wrap up tag that we were tagged by Darcy. So kindly, thank you so much again, Darcy, for tagging us all. And that was really fun to do. We didn't even like, honestly, I looked at how long the live took and I was like, guys, how were we doing this for 2 hours? Like it was an hour and 50 something minutes and time just flies. Like I always have a great time with those ladies. They're amazing. I love them so much. Baked some more cookies and so on Sunday morning, I actually slept in. Pat on my back, you guys. Pat on my back. Patting my back. I don't ever sleep in, and it's funny because Greg was like, "Wow, I'm proud of you. You slept past 8 p.m. You slept past 8 a.m." And I'm like, "I know. Like I think I slept in till like 8:30, and that was like such an accomplishment. If you guys don't know already, if you haven't been listening to me for forever now, I am a morning person, and I typically am up by like 6 or 6:30 on a weekend. Like I just have a body clock. I just can't control it. But then on weekdays, I don't get up till like 7 now when I used to get up earlier than that. I think it's just because my body is like, I don't want to work today, so we're gonna wake up later, you know? Okay, I took Jace on a morning walk. That was really nice. I watched the movie Reminiscence with Hugh Jackman. I'm pretty sure Rebecca something Ferguson, I think is her last name. They were both in The Greatest Showman together, which was great. So when I watched that, I was like, oh my gosh. Anyways, so watch that. That was pretty good. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend it. I would say like they did a pretty good job like explaining the story for the first half and then started ramping up towards the second half. But it depends on like your movie cinematic preference style and experience that you like. So I had therapy. We grabbed nudes or noodles at our favorite noodle spot. And then we watched Fantastic Beasts 1 and 2. So that was really nice to just have a super, super chill night. But here are the leftover stickers. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
the place, dispatch you from a ways. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way, flowers on your face, and then from the 80s. Someone keeps blocking my way. I can't feel farther away. Wait on a moment to say that I want you. You know that I want you. Oh, across the road. Across the road. Lost and in a daze, I caught your sudden gaze, and time it started racing. But moments tend to fade, and you're too far away from me to get my name in. Someone keeps blocking my way.